Hi, Rachel, Torsten, and Sarah are my three amazing Aussie friends from Vail. I thought it would be a good idea to record a video rather than try to message you guys again about my business and about what's going to be happening in Australia very soon. And let me start off by saying how I'm sorry that I did message you guys, because it's impossible for me to, in a quick message, try to explain, what I'm looking for, who my company is, and the whole big picture. So before I get to that, I just want to kind of quickly share with you guys what I've been doing for the past 16 years. Crazy it's been that long since Gorsuch and since 99-2000 ski season. But I left Vail. I moved out to LA. I started working in wholesale sales in the fashion industry. And, my first job was an account executive with a French collection called Cheragano. And when I left 11 years later, I was the West Coast sales manager for Seven for All Mankind, Seven Jeans. We were owned by Vanity Fair Corp. So I had a great run out in LA, really corporate life, traveled internationally all around the world. But, like a lot of us, I was married to my job. And somehow, by some miracle, I did find time to actually get married to a person. My husband got an opportunity in Dallas 5 years ago, and I said, let's go. So we moved to Dallas. I opened up a rep business here in the same industry and just kind of continued on my path of, traveling, and every kind of waking moment I had during the work hours working. I was pregnant with my first, and I suddenly found myself in a little bit of a skincare crisis. I couldn't use the fancy schmancy stuff I had been using, and my OBGYN gave me the green light for this anti-aging skincare line called Rodan & Fields. And what I knew about Rodan & Fields and why I was open to it was the doctors that started Proactive. So, and I knew it was anti-age, so I was like, let's do this. I can use it while I'm pregnant. And boom, 2 weeks later, my glow was back. It was amazing. And my friend who introduced me to the line originally had said, Jen, you'd be so good at this. And I was instantly like, I don't have time, and it's multi-level marketing. I don't really know anything about that, other than the kind of horrid things people say about it. And really, it's an awesome business model, but I'll get to that later too. So anyways, to make a long story short, 2 weeks after I was using the products, I saw the results. I called my friend. I said, tell me a little bit more about this. Can I do it in part-time hours? And she said, absolutely. It's a virtual business. Virtual being it's all online. I don't have to carry any inventory. I don't have to do any parties. And she was like, look, the company requires you to sell $600 a month in products. And I thought, I can do that. I love this. I'm going to share it with everybody. So why not? So I jumped on board, and, during my lunch breaks, on my commute, on walking the dog, I was sharing with people, post on Facebook, reach out to some good friends and my family. That's kind of how it starts. And then it starts evolving from there. My team started growing. And again, I'm doing this in all part-time hours. Well, then my daughter was born. And let me tell you, as most of us, my head and my heart were suddenly being pulled in two different directions. Unfortunately, during that time, my head won, the business won. Everybody's got to pay bills. And I found myself, back at the showroom every day. My daughter was in daycare, and that was kind of how we were rolling along. Now, meanwhile, I got pregnant again. It was a surprise, a good one. My kids are 18 months apart. But right when my son was born, two of my big lines dropped me. And one of them actually said, oh, well, I don't know where your business is going, what direction you're going in. And really, they were all, trying to be polite and not say, well, you've got two babies now. That's also a little bit illegal to say that. But anyways, so I all of a sudden was just fired up and so, motivated to just get out of this business that was taking all of my time, and I was capped out. I knew I wouldn't get financially where I wanted to get to with this business. So Rodan & Fields became what started as like part-time income, passive income for me to have more fun money. We were, able to go on some vacations because we were able to save that money. I said to myself, you know what? This is crazy. I'm sitting on this gold mine here that's being pushed forward by the doctors who started Proactive. I mean, look how successful they've been in their Proactive business. And why not make this my full-time gig? So 6 months after I told myself that's what I'm going to do, I was able to close my showroom because I was able to get my income to pretty much what it was at the showroom, with no overhead, mind you. I mean, my overhead is so low, $24 a month to pay for a website. So that all happened. I closed my showroom business, and now 8 months later, I'm really focused on building a huge organization. In 3.5 years, I've surpassed my income well beyond what I ever would have made in the fashion world, in the place where I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for 16.5 years. And look, this business is a virtual business, and it's really the forefront of e-commerce, social e-commerce. This is the direction the world is going in, and we have so many vehicles to get there, through Facebook, through LinkedIn, through Instagram. And these products, in 6 years, you guys, they've become the second largest premium skincare brand in America, okay? Our sales last year were $615 million as a company. Now, last year we opened Canada. This year we're opening Australia. One of the reasons being Proactive is big in Australia, so everyone knows the doctors. You have a brand awareness, which is so important. That's the first thing. Secondly, to be first in a country with an opportunity like this, to open up new channels of distribution, to be the first in your network, to share this opportunity and the products with people is mind-blowing to me. So you could really experience success faster than a lot of other people would if you see it and you go for it. And again, like I said, this is something you can work in part-time hours, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or working a full-time corporate job. Rodan & Field, my organization and the company as a whole, has everyone from doctors, lawyers, speech pathologists, dermatologists, estheticians, teachers, if I didn't already say that. The list keeps going. Anyone and everyone can sell this. It's just the opportunity. There is no other company out there like this with a brand behind it that you are able to leverage Dr. Rodan & Field's success and make success for yourself. I mean, there really isn't. So I hope that by me recording this, it kind of helps you guys out a little bit. And I appreciate all three of you for getting back to me and, offering up some suggestions. But really, who I'm looking for right now is, like I said, so many people could relate to this, but it's people who want more time and more money in their life. I mean, and really, time is a big driving factor. I know for me, it was probably at the forefront of everything. And that's what got me to this place now, where I have time. I get to raise my kids. They go to part-time daycare. Sky's the limit right now for my family. We're in a great place. So I want to share this with you guys. If you guys are interested, I'd love to talk to you about it more. If you know some people you want to throw my way, look, and anybody that turns into a referral, I will send you guys a full regimen, which is about, between 150 and 180 American dollars. And you guys can start using the products and try them out and see if you like them, because they are amazing. So I love you guys. You'll always have a special place in my heart. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to share everything with you. All right. Bye-bye.